Okay, this is significantly better. This Azula, we can deal with. As long as you don't kill it. We don't have a whole lot of options here. Alright. Nope, not potion. Pokeball. Go! And sure enough, we caught ourselves a Bidoof. What does your entry say? Sensitive to changing temperature, the bud is said to bloom when it feels the sun's warm touch. And that's when it evolves into Roselia. Let's give you a nickname. What are we gonna name you? Rose is such a cliche name. What are we gonna name you? Something nice. I know you're not gonna be a tree, but I think this works. Welcome to the team, Willow. Man, we got a team that's almost all girls now. Hey, sometimes that works as long as the Pokemon are useful. I don't care what sex they are. As you can see here, ooh, Natural Cure, nice. I was kind of hoping for Poison Point, but Natural Cure works too. You can see its stats. It's clearly not going to be a physical attacking person. It's better at special defense. It actually has special defense comparable to Azula already, and it's 6 levels behind. I'm going to be spending some time leveling it up off screen. Or actually, I'm going to do the switch out strategy. The switch out strategy, in case you guys don't know, is a strategy where you switch out a weak Pokemon for a stronger one. The stronger one can obviously take a couple of hits or so, as much as it needs, so you can do significant damage in the process. And I intend to do that for Willow, so she can get more experience. And Azula can get more experience on top of that. Do I really need Wurmple in the party right now? I don't think we do. For now, I don't think we do. Let's deposit. No, not Willow. Deposit Wurmple. We're not really using it, so I don't want to waste as much time as we really need to leveling it up when it would be out of the party by the time we hit the 3rd or 4th gym. Alright, so, first things up, let's get Willow some experience, and let's get Azula some experience. So, first things first, let's fight these trainers. I'll beat you with the Magikarp my dad gave me. Okay, never mind, I guess we're just going to use Willow for this. As I said before, Magikarp is the most useless Pokemon that ever useless. It only knows Tackle and Splash. Splash does literally nothing, and Tackle is very weak. It can learn Flail at level 15, but did you really want it to know Flail? It's not the best thing in the world. And the thing that sucks about Magikarp is that it gives off almost no experience when you beat it because it's such a useless Pokemon. So even though Willow can level up in only 44 experience points, which is very good about grass types, the flaw is ridiculous. I mean, look at this crap. It's gonna get almost no experience from that. I'll be lucky if I got like 30. Yeah, 33 right there. Which might look like a lot, but remember, Willow can level up very easily on her own. Or the more useful Pokemon, mind you. And we got a Starly, which you have literally no use against, so let's go to Azula. Get you some experience. Starly's going to give you a lot more experience. Actually, since I'm splitting it, it might not be too much, but it'll be enough. It should be enough, at least, is what I say. Alright. Level 6. Shouldn't learn anything, and Azula's just gonna miss getting up to level 12. And we got another wild Pokemon. May I please trouble you for a battle? Not at all, sweetie, not at all. And she's got her own Budew. Yeah, when it came to picking Pokemon, the one fight I always had problems with when I picked Piplup was this one. Because Budew does so much damage, you'd have to basically level up Pokemon so high just to beat this thing, and Piplup couldn't do a thing against it. If you used a Budew, it couldn't do anything against it. It just got down to, like, being so obnoxious that... whatever. Well, doesn't really matter because this thing's dead. And we're going to share the experience, which should be quite a bit. And Azula levels up to level 12. Nice. Nice job, guys. Alright. There are boulders blocking the way inside the cavern. I think a Pokemon's hidden move will be able to smash those boulders, though. But you can actually go into the Ravaged Path, as it's called, because there are 2 new Pokemon you can find. First up is Psyduck. Psyduck is a pure water type. Its stats are pretty damn good, all things considered. I mean, it doesn't really gain the best stats, but it's actually, in terms of being a... not a bulk, but in terms of being like an effective attacking water type, Psyduck's actually not bad at all. The only issue is it takes a very long time to reach its final stage of evolution, so if you're not comfortable using a Psyduck, you might not want to use one, because it can get a little challenging to use. I've used one in playthroughs on my own time, and it's definitely not the worst. Ooh, Water Sport. That's actually a really good move for Budew to have, for Willow to have, because it'll damage her weakness to, almost said rock types, to fire type damage. The other Pokemon you can find in here is not Psyduck, but hey, this is actually be a nice place to level up Willow. So if I can get Willow up to like level 12 or something, that would be amazing. Oh wow, that did almost no damage. Interesting. Interesting, Mr. Duck, or Mrs. Duck. If only you did more damage against this thing. Then you'd be like invincible, Willow. But like I said, Psyduck is not a bad all-around Pokemon. Especially for water types in Gen 1, where you were either bulky like Blastoise or Lapras or Vaporeon, or you were a sweeper like, say, Starmie. You were never like a serious... You didn't have like a balanced Pokemon like Psyduck. Psyduck was definitely a unique case. I want to find this other Pokemon. Please. Of all the Pokemon, I'm surprised I haven't seen this one yet, because it's such an obnoxious Pokemon to run into in the wild. That triggered it! Awesome! Zubat! I was worried that it wasn't going to trigger it. Zubat is a poison flying type. Now you'd think, oh, that's not really useful. Now hold on. Because of its poison flying type, it quad resists so many types. It quad resists bug, it quad resists grass, and it quad resists fighting. On top of that, because it's a flying type, it actually manages to overwhelm its weakness to a poison's weakness to ground. It is still weak to psychic types, though, and it still retains flying's weaknesses, including ice, rock, and electric. But because its defenses are so high, and it is such a fast Pokemon, Zubat is actually a Pokemon that people really like to use, and in case you guys recall from my update video, my Q&A session, when I was doing Pokemon Crystal, when I was going to do Pokemon Crystal, Zubat was actually going to be on my team alongside Totodile, Arcanine, Vileplume, Jynx, and Miltank. But, alas, JD passed away, so I had to completely change my repertoire. I don't know if that's the exact word, or what have you, but Zubat's definitely a good Pokemon. I recommend it for someone who's experienced, or if you just really need someone fast on your team, but you don't really like Starly. Because this thing's really fast, and it's particularly good at... It's particularly good at, I'm sorry. Oh, it's particularly good at being... It's particularly good at, you know, doing things, you know? And it gets a lot of really good moves to use in this game that can help you really utilize its, you know, utilize its types. Because back in the earlier generations, the only really good moves you could get with it that would really help you were Wing Attack and... Yeah, that's pretty much it. Wing Attack was the only move you could get. Unless you could teach it Poison Fang. There really isn't much else I could say. Okay. I know this might sound misogynist or sexist or whatever, but I have two girls. I'm kind of looking for a boy Psyduck. Because you guys might think it's a bad idea. I'm thinking it might be a bad idea. But I want Psyduck to be the third member of my team. But I'm only running into female Psyducks, as you've seen. So I might not have a choice in the matter. I assure you, the next Psyduck that we see, which is not this one, whatever it is, I am going to catch it. I assure you. Because the more I thought about it, I need someone who's balanced for my team. Like, you know, like I have Azula, who is fast and hits hard. I have Willow, who is not that fast yet, but is great at absorbing damage. So I want someone who's well balanced and can do some good damage, you know. Obviously, I'll have to wait until it can learn moves like Water Gun and Bubble or whatever it learns. I think it learns Water Gun. Because Water Sport really won't do much for us. So, in essence, I'd have to be leveling up two Pokemon at the same time. Which sucks, but hey. Alright, we got almost a whole team of females here. The only reason we don't is because we got Bidoof, who's a boy and just trolling everything. So our three leading ladies are gonna lead the way. Unless, of course, this Psyduck does not want to cooperate. In which case, you know what, screw it, Willow. You're close to level 9. You may as well just kill it. And hell, you may learn a new move. I'll admit, I don't know Budu's learning moveset by heart. Because I don't use one too often, because I'm usually using Turtwig when I play this game. On my own time. And that's not often, really. Okay, I'm going to be oh, level 6, that's not bad. I'm going to be looking for a Psyduck off screen, because I don't want to waste as much time as I have so far. I've wasted more than enough. And I will see you guys at some point, so I'll be right back. Ooh, and it's a male this time. So we won't have our team of leading ladies. Now, what am I going to name you? what am I gonna name you? I had a good name for you yesterday, but I can't remember what it was. Well, just get in the damn Pokeball. Stop being difficult. Oh man, what was the name I had for you too? It was awesome. What sucks is I'm gonna remember it after I give you a name here. Yes, we're gonna give you a nickname. Because if I don't give you one, you're gonna forget. Oh, there we go. How many letters do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. I don't have enough names. I don't have enough letters to name you what I really wanted to name you. But I am confident that this name will stick. DW. If you don't know what that is, I am terribly sorry. You had a terrible childhood. And no, it is not referencing The Annoying Sister and Arthur. It is referencing a much better cartoon show. Starring a superhero who also happened to be a duck. And no, it is not Howard the Duck. Let's just heal up our Pokemon. And then... oh yeah, by the way, I did catch a Zubat off screen. Just to catch one for catching's sake. And that level 6 one was just a little too tempting to ignore. So let's deposit that Zubat. So now we have DW, we got Azula, and we got Willow. And we got Bidoof just trolling everything else. Okie dokie, before we end this episode, I'm going to be going back and training a bit. Actually, no, screw it, I could end it right here. There really isn't much else for me to do. I've done everything in Jubilife. I caught 2 full-time members of our team, so you guys can't complain that I don't catch Pokemon here. So, yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. So, thank you guys for joining me. I'm NintendoMan64. Join me next time where we make our way to Oreburgh, which was where Mark said he was going. So, we may as well head there as well. Until then, sayonara.